Hi, my name is Chad Ashley Vandenberg. I'm an alchemist, a poet, sage. I specialize in the unknown and the impossible. And I'm here in the Yucatan exploring the physical representations of an ancient culture who apparently, based on what they have in front of us here today, knew a secret that the Egyptians knew, a secret that the ancient Chinese knew, a secret that the North American indigenous cultures knew. This secret has never been before explained on camera. It's never been shared. It's not on the internet yet, but it probably will be all over very soon. Nevertheless, the point is, we have before us today an awakening to the understanding of what it actually takes to create. And creation has a science. It is not just a mystical, it is mystical, but the mystic is science. In the end, it comes together. What I would like to share is not necessarily the mathematics, although the mathematics are apparent to anyone who understands the key. Cut.
You can.
I just need to back up.
Yeah.
This is like I'm on a side trail. Reframe, give thanks.
Go ahead. Wait.
How about some water?
Some water?
Yeah. Vandenberg. I'm here at the Yucatan Chichen Itza pyramids. Why?
I'm sorry, give your name one more time and spell it out for us.
Yes, sure. My name is Chad Ashley Vandenberg. That's ChadAshley Vandenberg.
And you give us permission to use this footage for synthesis and convey to the film?
As long as I have equal rights to use it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. So, I'm super honored and grateful to be here at Synthesis. We are at a place where millions of people have congregated in the Yucatan because for decades there has been a growing awareness that who and what we are is about to shift. Think about it. Nature has this everywhere. When you have a caterpillar, it becomes a butterfly, but the thing people don't understand is at the moment of transition, when a caterpillar decides to become a butterfly, each cell, one by one, has to make that choice. And the first few cells, believe it or not, are attacked by the immune system of the caterpillar. The caterpillar does not realize, I am this new expression, okay? But there's a deep part of the caterpillar that knows, and it has something called, it's almost like a sleeping cell that, when the time is right, wakes up and it sends a message, and all the cells in the area say, yeah, we want to be butterfly, and they actually metamorphosize on a cellular level, cell by cell. We are the same as a culture, as a planet, as a species. Person by person, we make an individual choice. We say yes to a process that is both biological and spiritual. As above, so below. The ancients knew this. It's encoded in the math of our universe. The physics of creation is apparent to those who know. And those who know by virtue of having had direct contact with the source of the knowledge. Some information can be passed on orally, but the actual understanding, wisdom, can never be. It's the source that always must be accessed. Every wisdom teacher and keeper has accessed the source for themselves. What is different about our time? Our time is a time when no longer will a class represent the whole. The whole is becoming aware of who and what they are. The whole caterpillar, not just cell by cell, the whole caterpillar is getting ready to say yes and spreading its wings. We, in the last so many years, have been in a cocoon-like stage where there's been a liquefaction happening. The tensions of polarity have been rising. There have been war. There have been scarcity and lack based on fear and resistance. But what we see is that the moment of transformation, resistance disappears. This state of superconductivity, which can be explained electrically, measuring the blood, is actually observable also in the brain at the moment of transcendence, at the moment of enlightenment, at the moment that we experience what an orgasm, compassion, love of all different kinds. At that moment, the brain and heart are doing something extremely unique from a biological perspective. And that is, at that moment, our hemispheric brain, which represents a polar world, begins doing something unusual. Normally, highly intelligent people, the information between hemispheres of visual and mathematical communicate back and forth, but never at the same time. when this process happens, the brainwaves, alpha, theta, beta, delta, nest in golden mean ratios. Golden mean is the golden rule, the law of love. And we are going to discover how and why the ancients did what they did. They created emblems in time to remind those who have forgotten, not the information itself, but the source to the information. Now we come to a time when people will receive the key to a door that was never locked. But because they have the key, like Dumbo with the feather, they will be willing to walk through. And as a culture and as a species, we are on the brink of a new world. Not the end, like everybody was saying, but the end of the world as we know it. In the beginning of the end of fear and greed. Think about it. Unlimited energy. The technology is already here. Clean water, clean food, unlimited communication. If it wasn't for people placing themselves between the masses and collecting profit, we would be able to have this all standard issue as a part of a universal culture. We would have travel technology. The only reason we have a population issue is because the creativity of the people we already have who know how to have a starfaring craft. We have the technology for interstellar travel. Right now, this is a human knowledge. We have this within us. But if a culture inhibits creativity, it will never become a starfaring culture. Because the fear of the rest of the world catching up to with the place where the powers that be, the power elite, who have sworn themselves to a position of greatness over the masses, it's a natural thing. That's the ego. We all have it, but that's the part that's dissolving. And there will be a time when we don't have to fight that. Here's the thing. The rosebud is not evil compared to the bloom. A puppy is not bad compared to a dog. These are stages of evolution. And when we understand this, we realize that we all have a polar nature. We all have an ego. And we are living in a time when this becomes shed like the snake's skin. And even those that have resistance and have made vast promises to hold that power, even with violence, even they are beginning to wake up. It may take more pain, more letting go, but this is the thing that people who have done their spiritual work will have an easy time with. This is the nature of the spiritual path for thousands of years. They've been preparing us, and this is here. Here we are. So I'm a practicing alchemist. I've been working for about 10 years on the search of something called Soma. One time, about 10 years ago, I met a man who spent his life up the Hindu Kush Valley and in Kashmir and in the mountains and ecosystems of Pakistan looking for an ancient secret, a secret that held the secret to all secrets because it could teach the source of all information. He said it was actually the source of the Soma. He believed it was a mushroom related to the one with white dots and red, but not that one. I don't believe that. My research with these materials has come to a point where I understand that the ancient technology of the pyramid in India was extremely advanced. If you look at the word pyramid, it means fire in the middle. Now there is an energetic fire in the middle of these pyramids, but in India they have a process called Agnihotra. Agnihotra is literally a copper step pyramid, much like these, upside down. And in this copper pyramid, which in alchemy, you understand copper resonates to the sun. Now, in a pyramid of this type, you have to get inside to feel the field. But if you flip the pyramid up and build a fire in the middle, that pyramid, it can be this big and it will project a field 20 miles in diameter. Now, this is measured mathematically. This is not a woo-woo, new agey thought, although that people understand it there. This is something where the Ministry of Health and Science of multiple countries during Chernobyl and other natural disasters, pollution, have called and created ministries of Agnihotra because the fire in the middle of that copper pyramid is a technology which has shown petri dishes of tuberculosis miles away becoming completely sanitized. It's shown milk of radioactive cows in places where everything was just glowing, practically metaphor. Nothing was edible. One farm had completely edible milk. And the government went there and said, "What are you doing?" And they showed them this technology that the farmhand had learned in India, and it was an upside-down copper pyramid that he did this ancient ritual. It's not really a ritual, it's a scientific process that became ritualized so they could remember how it went. But this process is literally the way that you take the ancient strain of mushroom and create something that the Vedics called skanda. Skanda was the legend of the pot-born deity. Now, everybody knows in Vedic mythology that there was somebody named Shiva. And then Shiva had an earthly manifestation called Rudra. Rudra, in the story, came to Earth. And that's a story for another time. We're gonna skip it there. All right. I'll tell you off camera because it's pretty graphic.
So can you define creation? What does creation mean to you?
Yes. Creation is not the process of creating. Oddly enough, creation is the process of dividing, because to have anything, you must start with something. But what is something? Okay, here's the interesting thing. According to the most advanced mathematicians, physicists, as well as quantum physicists, it all comes from a single point. Even in the old days when they just thought about Big Bang, it all came from a single point in their mind. Even though we don't hold that anymore as the model of reality, there is a singularity. Now the process of creation is a process of division. First thing you do is to create an I and a you, or there ain't no game. You can't have chocolate, love, a world, all this stuff without separation. So the process of creation is the process of division and compartmentalization, so the parts of what is all the same stuff can look at each other and play a game of pretending for a while that we are different. And in that state, we can combine in novel, infinite patterns and combinations, and we are co-creators of that world. And we are, as a species, as a culture, and as individuals, creating something new now. And here we are. This is the emblem of the past shining into the future. People say, oh, it's the end of the world, it's the end of the calendar. I don't believe this. I believe that all calendars are simply pointing to qualities of time. A quality of time is it's time to plant, then it's time to harvest. The calendar was just there so you could be prepared for those times. Now this time is a time to awaken. The time for the caterpillar to say yes to spreading its wings. And so I embrace that within us all. And there's nothing greater. There's only one thing greater than realizing one's divinity, and that is realizing the divinity of your person right next to you, the one you look into the eyes and you say, yes, I see you there. And so we still have a ways to go, but this is the shift, so thank you.
That's great. Now how do we create? How do people create this new world? Like
So
what would be the process or the steps?
Right, so people have two ways of doing things. One, they want to get their minds involved, they want to get logical, they want to create the solutions, and they want to get people around to follow their ideas. And there's something interesting about communication. If you know about the octopus, an octopus's feelings and thoughts are completely transparent to the entire octopi world. Its texture, its color is so morphable. It expresses everything it feels and thinks in color and texture. There's hiding nothing. As we move into this place of understanding and awakening, there's a realization that doesn't need us to battle for our thoughts to be heard, because the same thought is being heard from the inside, because we are all one. That singularity point is the same eye looking out the sets of physical eyes as everyone else. For a while, we get to play the game of separation. And so the creation happens from that place. All we can do is say yes and be available and be willing. And some of us, like Stradivarius, are given skills. We make music. Others are given skills, they make crafts. If we simply embrace our truest and highest calling, we will fit together. Some of us are brain cells, some of us are heart cells, some of us do everything that, think about the body. If the body acted like people do, we'd have an argument that sounded like this. The brain, I'm the most important, I help you get everywhere. The heart's, I'm the most important because without me, you wouldn't have blood up there and you wouldn't exist. The stomach says, without me, you wouldn't have food, you wouldn't be existing. The feet say, it doesn't matter if you exist, without me, you can't get where you're going. But see, that's silly. That's an argument that would never happen because the unity is knowledge on the inside out. What we're coming to is a place where we realize that we are all these perfect pieces and we don't have to struggle to be something and fill the gap that someone else is filling because everybody finds their right spot. A fractal world means you got your perfect spot. I can't fill it. You can't fill it. Nobody can fill it but you. Same with you and same with me. And this is the awakening. When we got that, we are all one, not only as individuals in our spiritual sense, but as a party planet. Why not? We're here to make love, we're here to make life, and make it beautiful. So I think that we're into a time where we don't have to hold it back anymore. And when I say we, I'm talking about as a species, as a culture. We have a vast group of cultural creative people who are not holding it back. Take a look around. You know, and there's also a part of us as a human species who has put the reins on the creativity out of fear, but they are also waking up and the fear is disappearing. And with that comes a whole new world of opportunity. So, welcome to that world.
Oh, great.
Thank you. So if you want to learn more, there's going to be a website, G-Spot Mathematics.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
rolling. I got it.
If you want to learn more, my website, it's in creation right now. It's called G-Spot Mathematics. It is a play on words. It's about the creation point. Oh, now, check it out. G is like a 9. It's the God spot. It's the gold spot. It's the golden mean. It's the golden rule, the rule of love, the rule of life. And we teach there not only the mathematics in a way that non-mathematical visual people can understand, but practical, real-life application, so that you can not only be taught what the ancients knew, but how they knew it. The key to all knowledge. You can burn all the libraries if you wish. We have the key to all of that that was ever written. It's here, it's everywhere, it's now.
So here we are, winter solstice, December 21st, 2012, the day that people were either anxiously and eagerly looking forward to or profoundly and deeply fearing. Well, as you can see, the world's still here, we're all still here, and where do we go from here? So I want to acknowledge all the people that have gathered here at the Synthesis Gathering in conjunction, in alignment with this larger global gathering here at the Chichen Itza pyramids in the Yucatan of Mexico. For many of you, you might not know, but Chichen Itza means the well, or the place of the water magicians, the water sorcerers. And I think what's incredibly significant is so many things, like in the art of gematria, where science and art and religion and spirituality and culture and mathematics and interdimensional dynamics are all encoded in the material universe. It is the Quetzalcoatl. It is the Quetzal, the feathers. It is the Quetzal, it's the snake. It's the unification of the visible and the invisible, of the Nagual and the Tonal, of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So we're here, as you can see, at the Chichen Itza pyramid, and there's so much profound symbolism in the structure that it would really take at least a few-hour lecture to understand. But here we are at the Galactic tuning fork for the Mayan culture, a place where every spring equinox, the solar pyramid built by the Toltec aligns with the sun and generates a serpent of light that comes down like a cosmic sperm from the sun to impregnate the earth with the cellular and molecular codes for the new cycle. So we're really happy to be here with all these beautiful people, ringing our galactic gong, getting our downloads and our upgrades, and to share in this beautiful celebration of people who are here with the message of hope, with the message of collaboration, with the message of cooperation and unity. So wherever you are in the world at this time, watching this or listening to this, we invite you to close your eyes, to take a moment, to be in the moment and rapidly accelerate into the future so that you can join us truly in the here and the now. So thank you for sharing this sacred moment of your life to watch this video. And we encourage you to check out World Unity 2012. It's something that's actually being birthed at this time as a Facebook-style social network of people all around the world who are connecting and sharing vision, sharing projects, who want to be in communication, and now through the art of technology and digital media and the internet are able to communicate through time and space with each other in real time. So all of these amazing technologies, all of these developments, the re-emergence of these ancient cultures, of this ancient knowledge, all the books, all the texts are being revealed. The Vedas, the biblical revelation, prophecies of the Hopi, the Lakota, Nostradamus, many different cultures who have their teachings and prophecies and road signs all pointing to now and all pointing to you.
I call this Calling for Love. There's a CD I made. You got to check it out. It's called Divine Inspiration. It's got this song and lots more. And we all know that there's only love or a calling for love. It's all 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 love or a calling for love. Tomorrow, for tomorrow. Today, for today. Learn to recycle your sorrow, my friends, and love and joy. That's our play, because it's all love or a calling for love. I can't hear you, help me. It's all love or a calling for love. A little bit more light, I want to see the people. It's all love or a calling for love, mama. It's all love or a calling for love. And everybody wants to live, but we all must learn how to forgive. Forgive yourself as well. Sometimes you hit the bullseye, sometimes you miss. Do the best you can, my friends. Remember this. It's all love or a calling for love. 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 So you do all kinds of crazy things to get attention, because the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Si no chilla, no chupa, como decimos en español. So you leave the shoes in the wrong place or the toothbrush in the wrong place, and you piss off your partner. Well, don't be the one that gets all pissed off, man. Be the change. Love them up 2 times. You know why? Because it's all love or a calling for love. It's all love or a calling for love. Oh yeah. It's all love or a calling for love. My love. It's all love or a calling for love. Run Thank you. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Bholenath. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Oh yeah. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. All the way from Germany on the guitar. Hara Hara, you say Mahadeva. Oh yeah. The Lord of change and transformation. Hara Hara. 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 Let's do a little ska. Here we go. Zion train is coming our way. Zion train is coming our way, Lord. Zion train is coming our way. Zion train is coming our way, Lord. Zion train is coming our way. Put your hands up in the air. Somebody make a joyful noise. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy new cycle. Celebration time. The Lord doesn't want to see you crying. He wants to see you singing and dancing, giving thanks to the Father, giving thanks to the Mother, giving thanks to your brother, giving thanks to your sister. Move that body. Move it, move it, move it. each other as you love yourself. There's nobody else, there's nobody else. We are one, truth and right. Come on, Woo! We are one, love and light. We are one, woo! In love and light, right? Come on, y'all. We are one. My brother on the big old fat drums, Mr. Fly, came all the way from Amsterdam when he heard Pantuzzi mention synthesis. Give him a warm hand, y'all. Wisdom is better than silver and gold. Yeah, man. Known from the days of old. Wisdom from the days of old. Put your hands up, say yo, 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 yo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ba, ba, ba. Ma, 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 ma. Luna, Luna. Yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody make a joyful noise. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, Father. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Ooh, thank you, Father. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, brother. Hallelujah. Familia, familia, te amo, te amo. Familia, familia, te quiero, te quiero. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Shakti, Shakti, Shakti. Divine feminine. This is your time. No mind, no matter, no matter, no mind, no mind, no matter, no mind, no mind. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Arriba con la vida. Arriba con la luna. Arriba con el sol, arriba con la música, arriba con amor, arriba, 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 arriba. Thank you. Thank you, Alejandra. What a magic.
Special applause for Alejandra. Sandra.
Oh my God, I've got so many songs, but I have such little time. But that's okay, because I might still have a few more days in my life to stop over in your hometown and bring it right to your freaking living room, if you like. Because I don't need no big old fancy lights. All I need is the light of your heart, and I'm on fire! And Mahatma Gandhi said, hey, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Did you know that? Of course you knew that. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Better believe it. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Oh yeah. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. So what you gonna do? What's your part in all of this? What you gonna do? Shine your light, your peaceful, loving light. Shine your light, come on! Your peaceful, loving light. Shine your light, oh baby. Your peaceful, loving light. Move it. Shine your light, cat dance. Your peaceful, loving light. Some of you want medicine has found its way around. I see a new paradise, stop bombing every town. Peace, my popular demand, my friend, has found its way around. Cause he wants a World War III, not a heart of mind and sound. So, shine your light, your peaceful, loving light. What? Shine your light, come on, your peaceful, loving light. Oh, yeah. Shine your light. Your peaceful, loving light. Shine your light. Your peaceful, loving light. All the way from Hawaii, on the bass, we've got Jairus. Talk to me, brother Jairus. Give it up for Jairus. Come a little bit closer. I want to feel you, want to see ya. Say, for some of the things we say, we just may be disliked. Not silence, we will bring bright light to the darkest night. It's in and not outside. Spiritual warriors of the light. Struggle, we will win. The battle that we must fight. So shine your light, your peaceful, loving light. Come on, shine your light. Oh yeah, your peaceful, loving light. Woo, better believe it. Shine your light. This is the time. Your peaceful, loving light. Oh yeah, baby. Shine your light. Come on, man. Your peaceful, loving light. All the way from Germany, give it up for Pete on the guitar. The international band right here, the international flexibles. We love you, we love you. Okay, bring it down, everybody. Let me hear your hand clapping. I release, I let go. I release, I let go. I let spirit run my life. I let spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. free in the spirit.
We are free in the spirit.
Yes, we're only here for love.
Yes, we're only here.
Whoa, only here for love. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Diego, take it away on that. Yeah. Shine your loving light, everybody. Come on, let me see you. Let me hear you. One more time. Shine your light, your peaceful loving light. Shine your light, your peaceful loving light. Right? Shine your light. Come on. Your peaceful loving light. Last one. Shine your light, your peaceful loving light. Loving you. Well, you know, everybody's getting a little bit shorter set. Forgive me if I've stepped on you in any way, I'm even forgiving myself if I've stepped on myself, talked bad about myself. I forgive myself for all that craziness. It's time to start anew. And love yourself too, and I love you too. So I'm gonna end it with one more song, but it's gonna segue into my latest song, which is coming up in my new CD called Ease and Grace. And I wish you lots of ease and grace in these times. And my first song I wrote was called Universal Lover. And you might have heard it before. It's kind of become a bit of a folk song. But I need everybody to come as close as you can. And instead of these lights on me, turn them on people. I want to see my family. I've seen myself enough. Give me a break. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. That's beautiful. Look at that. Oh. Oh. You're so beautiful. Can I hear an oh? Keep up the old. Thank you, God, for giving us the fuel and the fire, the faith to shine bright. To tell it like it is, how we feel it, how we see it. The whole Patriarch. You are my mother, you are my father, you're my lover, you are my friend. You're the beginning, you are the center, and you are beyond the end. You are the colors of the rainbow. Oh Lord, you're the pure white light in me. You are the rivers, you are the mountains, you are the sky, you are the sea, and I love you so. Help me out. And
I love you so.
you help me see.
You help me see.
See you in all.
See you in all.
See you in me.
To see you in me.
I'm in you and you're in me.
I'm in you and you're in me.
Sweet medicine.
I'm in you and you're in me.
Everywhere I look, I see.
I'm in you and you're in me.
The divine one looks back at me.
You're in me.
And I want to touch you. wanna feel you. Lord, I wanna be right by your side. I wanna know you, love you. Lord, I wanna serve you all the time. You're my mother, you're my father, you're my lover, you're my lover, you're my friend, you're my friend. You're the beginning, you are the center, you are beyond the end, beyond the end. And I love you so. A little louder, you help me see. You help me see. See it all. To see you in all. Oh my Lord, to see you in me. I'm in you, you and me in the cash. I'm in you and you're in. I am another yourself. I'm in you and you're in me. I'm a kid, not a kid, not a kid. I'm in you and you're in. I'm in you, Lord, you're in me. I'm in you and you're in. I'm in you, Lord, you're in me. I'm in you and you're in. Everywhere I look, I say, I'm in you and you're in. Your divine beauty, your divine beauty. The prophets and religions are many, but God, we all know is one. Teachers and teachings, they may be many, but we all know truth and God is one. I can't hear you, help me see. See you in all. See you in me. I'm in you and you're in me. Put your hands up. 26,000 years we waited for this moment to come again. Open up to receive it. Chew it well. Lord Almighty. Divine feminine, Lord. Prophecy being fulfilled, my brothers and sisters. This is the time We are the ones we've all been waiting for.
at which the pyramid corners, and along which the sunrise and sunset equinox projections on the staircases
like this when all the earth has been ravaged and all the animals are all dying. A new tribe of people shall be born upon the earth. They come from all races, colors, and creeds, known by their deeds. Here to make the earth green and conscious. Once again, known as the warriors of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. Welcome home. I can't hear you. Say it out. Warriors of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. Welcome home. Water and the air have been polluted, and now that the earth has been ravaged, and all the animals are all dying, we have come as a new tribe of people upon the earth. We come from all races, nations, colors, and creeds, and we are all known by our deeds. We're here to make the earth green and conscious. Once again, we're known as the warriors of the rainbow. Let me hear you. Warriors of the rainbow. 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 Let's hear it for Anya, Debbie, and all the beautiful dancers of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. The man doing this sound, without him we wouldn't have a sound. Let's hear it for Nigel. Warriors of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. For the hardest working woman in showbiz, Victoria, our stage. Victoria! Warriors of the rainbow. Come on, let me hear you, let me feel you. Of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. One more time. Warriors of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. Warriors of the rainbow. Welcome. Welcome home, family. And the flexible band, blessed are the flexible, for we shall never be bent out of shape. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the new cycle.
Well, let's hear for Ben Tuesday.
One more time for Ben Tuesday.
Love you.
International troubadour in your living room.
Okay, now pay attention over to this screen over here. We have a really cool, amazing act.
Me dicen que vaya, me dicen que espere, me dicen cuidadito con las mujeres. Me dijeron que no iba a triunfar si no estudiaba, y ahora que me ven feliz no se la acaba. Ando en la mejor etapa de mi vida hasta ahora, vibro positivo y cada día mejora. todo está bien, aunque nos quejemos tanto. Yo mejor hago como mi apellido canto. Me purifico, en cada ritmo explico que no me acerco ni tantito a lo que vivo. Pero es que hay vivencias, personas y cosas que no se explican porque son tan hermosas. Hay vivencias, personas y cosas que no se explican porque son tan hermosas. Acompáñame, 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 acompáñame. Verso 3 empieza en el 333, la sincronía del universo, así es, bro. Quiero que me acompañes a este trip, por el flow, la letra y el beat. Yo te llevaré por realidades de distintas ciudades, diferentes edades. Yo quiero que te enamores, pero no de mí, sino de los colores. Yo quiero que te enamores, pero no de mí, sino de los colores. Yo quiero que te enamores, pero no de mí, sino de los colores. Yeah. Hablemos de lo que todos saben, hablemos directo, sin miedo ni claves. Hablemos de un poder que cree que nos engaña. Hablar de ellos es hablar de patrañas. Hablemos de sus mañas y que saben qué sucede y saben quién la vende y ellos saben que pueden. Hablemos de lo que se vive a diario, de la última letra del abecedario. Hablemos de las cosas que nos molestan, hablemos de las sonrisas que ya no están. Hablo en tono de protesta con ritmo. ¿Por quién? Por todos los paisanos que no tienen un micro. Hablo por los ritos, las costumbres, tradiciones. Hablo por la cultura, su calor y sus canciones. Hablo por mis hermanos, no de raza ni de sangre. Hablo por el amor que le tengo a mi padre. De dónde soy, no sé, a dónde voy, no sé. Yo no perdí la fe, mejor hablemos de que hay tantas cosas que hablar. Mejor hablemos de, hablemos ya. En dónde estoy, no sé, a dónde voy, no sé. Yo no perdí la fe, mejor hablemos de. Hay tantas cosas que hablar, mejor hablemos de. La gente que se queja y no hace nada es igual de responsable que con los que esté enojada. Y es un círculo vicioso que no acaba y no acaba. Yo pido una bendición por esa gente aferrada. Hablo por lo que vive este pueblo porque creo que no deben de explotar el cerro. No todo se resuelve con dinero. Hablo porque quiero y porque puedo. Hablo por los que no se ha hablado de ellos nunca. Hablo por esta gente que se ocupa de que se preserve la cultura. Hablo por ti si es que me entiendes, porque si es así voy a sentir que estás consciente. Yo hablo con el ritmo y contigo mismo, y sé que poco a poco iremos encontrando el camino. Es el momento. En donde estoy no sé, a dónde voy no sé. Yo no perdí la fe, mejor hablemos de. Hay tantas cosas que hablar, mejor hablemos de. Hablemos ya. En donde estoy no sé, a dónde voy no sé. Yo no perdí la fe, mejor hablemos de. Hay tantas cosas que hablar, mejor hablemos de. Hablemos ya. Yeah. Gracias, gente. Venimos desde México, del norte de México, the north of Mexico. Our name is Rap de Luz, that means Rap of Light. We got the new revolution, the revolution that is without violence, that is peaceful. But we have to talk about the things that is happening in our country. And right now, the politicians are like...
Let us put it this way. Monterrey used to be the safest city in Latin America 6 years ago. Today is one of the 5 most dangerous cities in the world. More than 100,000 people have died in this war because of unconsciousness, because there is no love right now, and a lot of people here in this city, in this country, and they're killing for money. They're killing for drugs, for a stupid drug war. So we're here to propose a new way, a way looking back to our origins, to our indigenous peoples, through peace, through love, through art as a movement. This is what we are trying to make. This is our little war in Mexico. So we ask all of you to please open your heart to this place. You can see this is a very beautiful place, full of culture, but this is a very sad place as well. There's been a lot of injustice from part of the government. There's been a lot of putting down to the people. There are little kids in jail right now for fighting for their rights. So just take that into account, and we're here in the heart for all of it.
Yep. Oh, omete. You gotta follow your instinct to be an artist. Be the artist of your life, the main artist. You can do whatever you like, but you have to make art because it's the beautiful thing in this world. The love, the peace. Free your flow. Hoy, sí, nos quieren mentir de tantas cosas. Las preguntas son capciosas. La verdad disfrazada, pintada de rosa. Aquí la tele cada vez más amarillista. Más pop en la lista, menos flow en la pista. Sensacionalismo. Los hijos de Babilón van buscando lo mismo, pero eso lo tenemos consciente. Y sabemos identificar quién miente, porque además de lo que dicen hay algo que se siente, y así la hipocresía se divierte. Así que no le damos importancia. Cuando hay paz en el alma no existen las ansias. Cuando el momento nos alcanza, liberamos el flow y con él la esperanza. Va, 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 va. Que se atores, mejor que lo explores. El flow que recorre tu cuerpo, que existen más que amores, más miedos que rencores, más pasiones sin flores. Trasciéndelo, ey, deja que el flow se libere, yeah. Y ya que esté libre, jamás. Por ahí se nos fueron más de 2 inventos. Con varios intentos pudimos entenderlo, ey. Y cada que un beat me pide algo, yo escucho una voz que dice libéralo. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Libera el flow que llevas dentro de ti, porque no nace así como así. Es producto de un amor más allá de aquí. Todo entendimiento mental que en exceso puede ser fatal. Por eso debe haber más equilibrio mental, espiritual. Déjalo fluir, déjalo volar y borrar todo mal, toda sal que produce tanta incomodidad. Por eso libera tu flow, esparce tu amor, deshazte del dolor, corre lo más rápido que puedas, acuéstate y siente calor. Por siempre liberaré. Escucha, un poquito más. Hay luchas, sí, hey, que no se pueden dejar atrás. Hay fechas que no se pueden olvidar. Hay cosas en el pasado que hay que rescatar. Hay verdades atrapadas que se quieren escapar. Hay mentiras desgastadas que no se pueden tapar. Ay, 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 hey. Eso es lo que hay, eso es lo que hay. El flow es la vida. Ay, ay, hay que liberarlo, hay que liberar el flow, hay que liberar el flow. Hay que liberar el flow, yeah.
soul, our own way of life.
I can live without the flow. 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 Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you. This next song is for all the original people, the people of the corn. Somos la gente del maíz. Maíz. Movimientos en lo que se basa el pensamiento que siento, las culturas en crecimiento. Ya es el momento, los sabios nos guían desde afuera hacia adentro. Movimientos en lo que se basa el pensamiento que siento, las culturas en crecimiento. Ya es el momento, los sabios nos guían desde afuera hacia adentro. Esto es hermandad musical, el instrumental. Un problema internacional, mi gente tiene potencial, tú dime cuál es el problema. ¿Acaso crees que vale la pena tanto castigo y tanta condena? Muchos testigos y nadie hace nada, nada. México, Argentina, la fuerza latina contra el gobierno y contra su doctrina. Siente el movimiento, se sincroniza con la tierra. Es el pensamiento que va contra la guerra. En la sierra de América hay warriors, lucha y libertad en los barrios. Yo grito y canto por mi país. Soy un aprendiz del hashish. No tengo orgullo por mi país, pero sí por mi gente del maíz. Sí, pero sí por mi gente del maíz. Pero sí por mi gente del maíz. Pero sí por mi gente que es feliz. Movimientos en los que se basa el pensamiento que siento, las culturas en crecimiento. Y es el momento, los sabios nos guían desde afuera hacia adentro. Movimientos en los que se basa el pensamiento que siento, las culturas en crecimiento. Y es el momento, los sabios nos guían desde afuera hacia adentro. Let's hear the voice of the people. Que se escuche la voz de los pueblos, ya se escucha la voz de los ancestros. Ese es el movimiento, el flujo que al calor del fuego me condujo. Y no es revolución social, es mirar objetivamente lo que hay que salvar. Tenemos que preservar la cultura, la sabiduría antigua, la esencia más pura. Paz, no se concentren en la guerra. Si supieran los secretos que esconde la sierra. Los indígenas de México, Bolivia, Argentina, Cuba, toda América Latina, nos conectamos para luchar por ellos. Somos parte del movimiento, por eso hablamos de costumbres ancestrales, respetando las leyes naturales, respetando las leyes naturales, respetando las leyes naturales, respetando las leyes naturales, respetando las leyes naturales. Tú ya sabes cuáles.
Respecting nature's laws.
Bienvenido el sexto sol. Hacia el sol. Hacia el sol. Hacia el sol. Towards the sun. Conocer y crecer, prendelo, prende tu alma y pulmones hacia el corazón, hacia el sol. For the sacred places all over the world. Todo lo que no se explica se esconde en miradas y gestos. Miradas y gestos. Todo lo que mortifica se aprecia mejor desde lejos. Mejor desde lejos. Pata, pincela, para ti partimos. Conozco el camino aunque no lo domino. Primero una oración poción de protección para el viaje, luego una bendición en otro lenguaje. Así llevamos la ofrenda para que comprendan que el cerro no está en venta, no. Y si quieren sacar plata de la mina, se van a topar con guerreros que caminan por donde no entran las máquinas, por veredas sin cemento, donde se respeta y se rinde culto al viento, donde el fuego es el abuelo. Aquí los guaraches van marcando el suelo, yo planto el pie, cargo un costal, llevo maíces para plantar. ¿Qué importa el tiempo? Este rezo es eterno, man. Voluntad, yo la defiendo. Caminando en el desierto, aprendiendo de lo nuestro. No todos los sabios están muertos. Escucho a la montaña, mantengo el paso firme. Depender de mis pies me hace sentir tan libre. Yo no necesito gasolina ni motores. Lo que me mueve es encontrar nuevos colores, nuevos amigos, nuevas flores. Escuchar más canciones, probar nuevos sabores. En el camino que ya caminaron antes, vamos marchando por las rutas ancestrales. La ruta que sigue el pueblo, esa es la que tiene un corazón como ellos. Planto el pie y cargo un costal. Llevo maíces para ofrendar. ¿Qué importa el tiempo? ¿Qué importa el tiempo? Este rezo es eterno. Este rezo es eterno. Ay, 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 porque siembro voluntad. Voluntad. Guerra espiritual y la defiendo. Yo la defiendo. Por amor al universo. Ay, ay, Viricuta libre. Ay, ay, Viricuta libre. Ay, ay, Viricuta libre. Ay, ay, Viricuta libre. Ay, ay, Viricuta. A love manifestation. Cargo un costal, países para ofrendar. ¿Qué importa el tiempo? Este rezo es eterno. Ay, 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 porque siembro voluntad. Como guerra espiritual y la defiendo. Por amor al universo. Ay, ay, México libre. Ay, ay, México libre. Ay, ay, México libre. Ay, ay, México libre. Ay, ay, Viricuta libre. Ay, ay, Aramara libre. Ay, Rapa Uyeme libre. Ay, Remanacá libre. Ay, ay, Viricuta libre. México, 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 México. ¡Viva México! México! ¡Que viva México! México!
Thank you.
Thank you. Look for the colored feather. Tomorrow we're gonna be like in somewhere over there. So look for the colored feather. That's our side. We have this. Gracias.
Come on, family. Is that all you got for Rap de Luz? Woo! Give them some love. They sure gave us some. Super special surprise for all you lovely beings.